Hello, my name is Dixie, and I am starting something new called
2 chapters a day.
And what I'm going to do is read
2 chapters a day of
a book series, and I am starting with The Wheel of Time. So, starting with a big one. My plan is to read
2 chapters a day and upload
every day for as long as it takes me to read the series,
hopefully. So, starting
with The Eye of the World. So, this is a well worn, well loved copy of my husband's, and it is missing the first 15 pages.
So,
I actually read the first 3 chapters on my iPad, and I am happy to go back to the book version in the next video because I think books, there's
just something about having that
physical book in your hand, for me at least.
So,
This is really gonna just kind of be my thoughts. Don't really have anything prepared. It's gonna be pretty unscripted and unedited, but I hope that you enjoy them and let me know if you agree or disagree, or if I'm way off track about something, or if I say a name wrong. I'm always happy to know proper pronunciation of
out there fantasy
names that aren't familiar. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this. Anyways, let's jump into the first 2 chapters and the prologue. So, I really enjoyed the prologue, probably more so than I enjoyed the first 2 chapters, because to me,
there was something about it that was kind of
mysterious and intriguing, and it felt more fantastical. I don't know if that's a word, than the rest of the chapters. Other than that, other than the fact that I'm intrigued by it, I don't really have much to say about it because
it's a prologue.
And it
none of the characters that we
saw in the prologue we see in the first 2 chapters, except for they
do mention the dragon.
So I guess that'll be explained later. Anyways, I liked the prologue. That's really all I have to say about that. In the first 2 chapters, we're introduced to a couple of different characters, and I think that so far it's reminding me a little bit of Lord of the Rings. And I think I've heard that Robert Jordan was inspired by Tolkien's Lord of the Rings book at first, so I'm thinking that I'll probably continue to see some of those similarities, but like the first chapter where they're preparing all the festivities for Beltane really reminds me of like the preparations for Bilbo and Frodo's birthday party, especially like the talk of all the fireworks and stuff. So I enjoy Lord of the Rings, so that was kind of, it's nice, I guess. Hopefully I'll continue to enjoy Eye of the World. I think that I don't know a whole lot about the community in the world and the characters yet, and that's actually one of my things that I don't really like starting new books because I hate that like couple of chapters it takes to get into the world and into new characters and learning everything. I like it once I'm in it. I just find it sometimes hard to get into it. And that's kind of happening here. I think that the second chapter was definitely more interesting than the first, where we meet
more characters
other than just Rand and Matt. Meet Moraine and Lan, I think is his name. So I'm thinking that
they're the people on the front of the book,
so they'll probably be main characters, and that's more interesting to me. Something that I thought was interesting
was
that there was a crow,
I think, mentioned, and
they have this like
really visceral reaction to
the crow. And so, and I think Moraine says something about them being like not trustworthy creatures. So I'm interested to know if like the crows in this world are known to be like kind of like spies for the bad guys in a way. There's probably a better way to say that, but you get what I'm getting at. Um, Another thing is that I think this was in the first chapter, the like dark rider thing that Rand and Matt both see, again, kind of reminds me of what are they called? The things from Lord of the Rings. I cannot remember what they're called. The ring wraiths. That's it. Kind of remind me of the ring wraiths so far. So I don't know. This could be like way off. I could be way off. But we'll be interested to see as it progresses, the story progresses, to see if they continue to
Remind me of
ring wraiths and see if there's still that Tolkien influence there or not. I think that the last thing that really kind of jumped out at me was a seemingly small line, but it was the last line of the last line of the second chapter. And it said it was going to be the best Beltane ever, which, almost certainly means that it won't be a good Beltane. And it makes me want to read more. I want to see what's going to happen. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the first two chapters. I know it's not a whole lot, but I'm excited to keep reading and look out tomorrow for chapters 3 and 4. All right, Happy New Year. Bye.